is we have a mitzvah to say, and not when you go to the way, at nighttime. Let's understand what that means. And at the time when you go to sleep. And there's a time when you get up in the morning, then there's also a time. So the Torah connected saying Shema to these two times, going to sleep and getting up, which comes out as the night and the morning. And you see that is when the Torah put first the nighttime Shema before the daytime Shema. So similarly, when we were coming to teach the Mishnah, when we were coming to teach when are we going to the laws of saying the Shema. So similarly, paralleling the way it was in the Chumash, in the Torah, in the verse, so too they've started with that same formulation, that we start with the evening and we go, and then later we're going to explain the halachas, the rules, the different ways of saying Shema, or how to say Shema in the morning. So now the Gemara is going to speak it out. V'hachi katani, and this is how it should be taught. Zman kriyas shema d'shchiva. The zman kriyas shema of night, of going to sleep. Emas. What time is it? When do you say it? So now that we know this is how we can read the Mishnah now. Now knowing this background information, this is v'hachi katani. This is how it should be taught. The Mishnah. This is how we can teach it. Zman Kriya Shema. When is the time of Shema, of the Shchiva, of the going to sleep Shema? That's how we're describing it. The Shema that's connected to going to sleep. Emas. When is it? Emas means when is it? Misha'a she'kohanim nichnasim lechol b'trumas. From the time that the Kohanim go in to eat their truma. So basically, Hachi Katani a lot of times comes to say that now that we have, this is the way to read the Mishnah now. This is a new way of looking at the Mishnah. A way of how we can read, how we should read the Mishnah now. Given this information, this is how we can read the Mishnah. So the Mishnah itself only said, from when do we say Shema? But now we're saying, V'hachi Katani, this is how we should learn it. When, from what time in this Kriya Shema of going to sleep, that has to do with going to sleep. This Kriya Shema of the nighttime, it's connected to going to sleep. When is that Shema? It's from when the Kohanim go to eat their Truma. Okay, so then that is one answer. That answers both questions. The ibais ema, but if you want, you can say the ibais means if. Bais means to want. In this context, ema, you can say yalif mi briyaso shalom. You can learn it. You can learn out from the creation of the world. So there's another way to answer this question. We asked the question, why did he teach the date the night before the day? So for some reason the Gemara felt they wanted to give us another option. Not clear why. Maybe some reason this first option wasn't good enough. But for some reason the Gemara wanted to give us another option for answering this second question. You can learn out from the creation of the world. That in the creation of the world, when Hashem was creating the world, so he said the first day he created light, and it says is in darkness. So it says Vayikra Elokim la'or yom v'lachoshech kara layla Vayer vayivoker yom echad. So Hashem called light day, and he called darkness he called night. And it said, Vayer vayivoker yom echad. So, and it was night and it was day. It was night and it was morning, and it was day one, the first day. So, you see the language, the order, the original order in the creation of the world was night and then day. Vayer vayivoker. That night comes before day. That we normally, that's very counterintuitive. We normally think of day coming before night, but in the way that the Torah describes creation in the beginning, the original cycle of the world was first night and then day. There was night and then there was day. So we see that is a way of looking at reality, and the truth is that is halachically that's how we count time. The day starts from sunset. Shabbos starts at night and ends when night starts on the next day, and that's the Jewish calendar. Goes by night. Starts with the night comes first in the day. But this is how we look at time. This is how we look according to Jewish calendar and the Jewish way of looking at time, the night comes actually before the day. Just like the pasuk says here in Bereshit. So vayer vayivoker yom echad. So that's a perfectly now we understand very well why you would start. That would also be a very good reason why to start with the mitzvah of Shema at nighttime, because really the night does come before the day. Vayer vayivoker, night first and then the day. So, but then the Gemara goes on to ask a question. Ihachi seifa dekatani b'shachar mevarich shtayim lefanea v'achas lacharei uva'erev mevarich shtayim lefanea v'shtayim lacharei. Listening to Arvis Bereisha. So the Gemara goes on to ask, but if this is true, the seifa here means the second half, means the second half, which here is referring to a later Mishnah. But this later Mishnah that is connected to this Mishnah says b'shachar mevarich shtayim, when it's talking about that when we say Shema every day in the context of davening, of prayer, so we have surrounded Chazal instituted surrounding the Shema certain brachas. We have certain brachas that surround the Shema. There's a mitzvah of saying Shema, and Chazal in their wisdom saw fit to add brachas to surround as part of saying Shema. There's called birchas kriyas Shema, the brachas that go with Shema. So when the Mishnah later in this parak is describing these brachas, so it says in the morning there's two brachas in front of it, and one bracha after it, two brachas before saying Shema, and one bracha afterwards. So and uva erev, and in the nighttime we say two brachas before the saying Shema, and we say two brachas afterwards, and this is the context that we have for saying Shema. These brachas around. Two in the morning two before Shema, and one after the Shema. And in the nighttime, two before and two after. A total of 7 brachas that surround the Shema in the 2 times that we say the Shema. But the question that the Gemara is asking is, in this Mishnah it says, in the morning you have to say two before and one after, and in the evening you say 2 before and 2 after. But if what we're saying is true, that the night comes before the day, and that's the way the world was created, that the night comes before the day, so listen to Arvis Bereisha. Why they should teach Arvis, we should teach the brachas of saying Shema, birchas kriyas Shema, of the nighttime Bereisha, first, in the beginning. But in that Mishnah, it teaches the opposite. It teaches first the morning, the Shema in the morning has this 2 before and 1 after, and the evening has 2 before and 2 after. But that's totally opposite of the formulation that we've just put together by what we said here, with this, that the night comes before the day. So how do you explain that? Why over here did we start with the night and the day, and then in that Mishnah we start with the day and then went to the night? Why are we going against this principle that the Gemara just taught us? Why is that second Mishnah? So this requires an explanation. So the Gemara explains, Tana pasach be'arvis v'hadar tani b'shachris. So our Tana, the Tana of this Mishnah opened the Mishnayos by speaking about the evening. The Hadar, and after he came back, Tani v'shachris, and he's going to teach later, the next Mishnah is going to teach about Shachris. So first we learn the mitzvah of saying Shema at night, and then a few pages later it's going to teach us about saying Shema in the morning, about what is the time for saying Shema in the morning. So what is the time for saying Shema at night? And we're going to say, what is the time for saying Shema in the morning? That's the next topic that we're going to see in the Mishnah.